Okay, we'll call the meeting to order.
All
Approval of the minutes, August minute meeting.
right. Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Sign the June minutes.
And I have everything for signature right in here, so we
Okay,
can just.
good.
put that in.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Sign the June and July bank statements.
Mhm.
And, okay, financial report and register claims.
Before I go into that, I forgot to add it to today's necessarily agenda, but today is the official hearing for the budget. So the hearing I think we just need to allow time for the public to ask questions, and then we'll close that out.
Okay,
I like how you've numbered the pages according to the agenda.
I did my best.
Nice, that is helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope it's in the right order. I tried to.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Let's not jinx it.
All right, nice, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll look at page number 3. Thank you, Molly. The balance sheet. Total in the checking account as of the end of August was $1,075,335. Let's see, you can see the growth in both of the investment funds. So the CD in the cumulative improvement account. In 2025, it's gone from 838,780, and now we are at 867,399. Similarly with the CD number 16. And then page 4, the budget versus actuals.
Is that interest rate right on the settlement fund? I guess it was. Just interest rates had gotten so low, yeah. 1.35.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
at renewal, we'll be shopping that one for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
When is renewal?
Let's see.
February of 26.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
The budget versus actuals for August shows a total income of $20,169.98 for August. Sorry, that was the miscellaneous revenue. Go on down here, about halfway down. Total income for August is $98,000. That makes more sense. $596.38 was a billing month. And then on the other page, the reverse side, the total expenses comes to $47,164.60. There was a lot sale reflected in that income. Any questions? Does anything stand out for you guys? The percentages are there on the right-hand column. So that shows us as of August, how far are we into our budget? Probably target, I guess, would be around 60%, 65 maybe.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Need approval,
Motion to approve.
Second,
all in favor,
I,
opposed, motion carried.
Do we want to do the hearing next or wait till the end? I've brought a copy of the budget just for reference.
I think we want to mention the number of counts we have. They always like that number, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want us just to initial it, or you want us?
Well, I just wanted to get it in the minutes that we have a hearing. That's really all it is
Okay.
for the budget.
Okay, so for the past month, well, since our last meeting, we've had 4 new sewage connections totaling 1,734. So we're growing bit by bit. Then I have for 2B, I got another voicemail on it this morning. Victory Hill 118 was sold, I believe, last week, 2 weeks ago. And they wanted to purchase 119 from us. So I wanted to go ahead and get the board's approval for that sell, so then I can get with Kathy and get the paperwork going to get another one of our lots out.
And what lot you said it was?
Victory Hill 119 is ours, and they purchased Victory Hill 118.
Monopoly.
I know.
Motion to sell
Do not pass go. Do not pass $2.
Victory Hill, yeah. 119. Motion to sell it, yeah.
Second, all in favor, motion carried.
Thank you.
is that, where is 118 and 119? Is that the one on Heritage Drive that they're putting the driveway in right now? You know what I'm, you know where?
I personally don't know. I get so lost out
I wouldn't
here.
know without going in there looking at the map.
Okay,
I think it was, if it's that guy that came in and asked us to reduce our price and then we didn't, I think that's.
Oh, I
that's-
think that's,
okay,
But I mean, again, I'm like you, I have to go look at the map.
yeah, all right, no problem. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Other than that, all I have is that the August and September bills were billed out on the 4th, and then the late fees will be added on the 15th.
Open door policy.
I feel like you sent me a message that
Yes.
that's the agenda.
That was at your request. I think we were going to want to discuss whether this worked, what things needed to be tweaked, if anything. Are we fine with the way the system is working? So that's kind of,
What do you guys think, Ben?
I think I listened to it and watched it, and I think the quality is really good. It's easy to hear everybody. I know in the POA board meetings, it's difficult to hear because it's a bigger room, there's more people, there's more microphones, it's hard to coordinate. It's
Yeah.
to get to go on and off and have the camera pointed in the right direction, but
Yeah,
this is neat and clean.
I thought the same thing, and I think that our picture quality is better than the POA, and that the audio is better, and I realize there's less of us and it's
Yeah,
a smaller
yeah.
room, but, and I have no idea what the POA pays to have theirs done. I mean, the guy comes in, sets it up,
Yeah,
puts the mics out,
Oh, wow.
does on, and, you know,
I think the difference with that would be that theirs is truly a live
Yeah.
stream.
yeah,
Exactly.
sure,
That's right.
sure.
And so that is something to keep in mind with the regulation and the guidance from Peter. That is something that we are not doing, is making this available live.
Right.
But as Michael said, 30-minute delay, he
Yeah,
uploads it so quickly right
Yeah.
after the meeting.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I don't think that's detriment at all. It's worth it.
you don't think the 30 delay will make a difference to the 3 people that watch it?
When I watched it,
And I'm guessing on the numbers.
I'm gonna go with 1.
we'll see. I
You
mean,
can't be here and watch it. Well, I guess you
I think it was 5. When I looked at it, it was
Yeah.
5, and I think that was 180.
I'm
Oh, you can tell
impressed.
how many people look at it.
I think so.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, you can, I think.
I also appreciate how the camera actually seemed to have reduced it by 10 pounds instead of. 10 pounds, right?
That's what it said
I think I like that.
this way instead of that way.
All right.
In a sense, our, uh, total expenses, except the salary of the guys that's doing it, is about $100.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's gotta be easier as far as recording the minutes and everything, to be able to go back and look at it.
Oh, it
When
is
you're
not.
typing them up, I mean, there's a little less pressure to have to try to write something when you're trying to listen to what's going on.
Shorthand it
Time,
too
so,
short.
yeah, for sure, yeah. So, yeah, I really, I like it. I appreciate the work that everybody did to get that
I
done.
think as long as, the attorney thinks we're legal and they tell us we have to do something else, I think it's worked out fantastic.
Yep, I think so too. Without us even having to ask to do it. The guys just came in and told us they
Yeah.
did it, so
Yeah.
that was easy. Yeah, really well. I like it a lot.
And I was gonna say, if anybody happens to watch this later and wants to leave a comment, feel free to contact us and let us know.
Yep.
5 is that important. If it is, we'll pursue it. But,
It's a great idea.
Yeah, we talked about that too, about allowing people who are watching it to leave comments and to monitor that and address them either in the next meeting or, reach out to that person directly,
Yeah.
whatever. So there's a lot of opportunity for those that want to get more information and pursue answers to questions that they have or whatever.
Yeah. and I'll say this too, I think, I think we all three, everybody here, I think tries to balance cost and benefit and just like this truck purchase last month, it's like, we don't want to waste money and and hassle. There's a hassle factor that takes people's time. So, like I say, if this is not satisfactory, let us know. So,
Well, and the other thing is, I think that probably, affects us as far as, people watching. We're doing it at 10 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people are at work.
Yep.
And not able to
Oh, yeah.
view live. And it's there available to look at when they get home that evening if they want to, and
Yeah.
then comment if there are any comments.
And anything of particular interest, we can always post on the Heritage Lake Facebook pages if there's, an important agenda item or business that came up or, lowering the lake reminders, all that stuff, so. it's just
I think
Okay,
it's a good deal.
Communicate.
Good deal. Yeah.
I think
We're done with that.
let's continue this way at this time.
Yep.
Okay, operations manager.
Okay, it's been a really good month. Not much has gone wrong. Scott did order the final order of the truck and the bed and everything was ordered on September 10th. I'll have to have him give you the details, but he got it even less money than what he was talking about the last time. And it gets lengthy, so I'll skip all that.
Yeah.
I think as a comment there, we need to thank Scott because he spent a lot of hours and a lot of work to get us to what we needed at a lower price than what we possibly would have had to pay.
I can say a lot of the little extras add on that he didn't know came or didn't came, he thought we were going to have to pay extra for. We do not. That's going to be all included for free with the truck bed.
Yeah.
When does it get delivered? We can all have some kind of
Well,
ceremony or something
yeah.
to christen it or.
Yeah, we should.
Ribbon cutting.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we should do that.
That's a big deal.
Put about a gallon of cleaning water on it before it goes into service.
Yeah. Michael just made a comment the other day that they thought that they would start on it sooner than they thought. So the truck chassis, Stellar out in Iowa wasn't even going to start on their bed until they have that truck chassis on their lot. So I guess the truck's been sped up or whatever. I don't know the full details, but it's going to be like a 6-month project to wait on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
It just, we probably will get a better job if they have the chassis,
Yeah, they'll make sure they, they're measuring it. It's all, it's
Yeah.
gonna work. They want it right there on their lobby. before they
Working,
start.
working from the chassis sitting there and a bunch of dimensions on a piece of paper is a whole lot of
Yeah, yeah.
different installation.
Yeah, and one of his problems, he took like 3 days to get the right address where to send the truck. And then he got to looking online, and Stellar owns so many different buildings around that town. They're spread out everywhere, so it could end up on a lot where they don't even know it's there
Yeah.
because it's so big. So that, I guess, the problem. I just like finally got the right address, building number to send it to, and that was another holdup for 3 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're going to be real pleased with what he's getting. So, yeah, we'll do that. We do have one pump problem, lift station problem. Both pumps at lift station Victory Hill 5 were having excessive run times intermittently. Like you'd reset the pump or juggle it and get to sit level so it wouldn't be blowing by. And then it'd work a while. And then later on, the hours would go way up on it and it would switch from pump to pump. So after eliminating several other things, then Michael and Scott did a confined space entry and went down in there and checked out the bases. These bases have little ears on them that the pumps sit in. Those ears are wore out from vibration or just corrosion. And that pump, when it kicks on, the water force will rock it back. It's supposed to stay there. Well, it'd push it back and jump it up a little bit, and it wouldn't reseat. So you're having blow by all the time. So he ordered 2 new bases, and they had them in stock. So we should be getting them fairly quickly. And then when we work it out, Scott will go down in there and replace the bases, which we've never done before. We always hired that out, but now we have Scott working for us and Michael. Well, enough people that know what they're doing to go in there and replace that out, and, so that'll be good. And then, of course, we're working right now. He's in the fields, so we're working around his farming schedule too.
Yeah.
Well, and Scott, he bought a backhoe last year, and he brought his backhoe in. He dug a trench to run the conduit for a signal wire from the RAS, which is return activated sludge lift station, from the Omni site there to the effluent dissolved oxygen meter. That way that Omni site can record the oxygen reading all the time, and you can just look that up on the report and see what it is. We're supposed to take 3 readings a day and then get the average to put on my monthly report or daily report. So we're just doing that as another step that wouldn't take much to do. Also, when we were talking about this new truck coming in, we keep our portable generator in this building across the road, the blower building. Trying to turn and back that thing in is really tight without hitting the stairs that goes up to the digester where I park at the end of the building. So we looked at that and measured it, and it will fit pushing it back against digester 4. So we plan on moving that back, and it'll open that space up for turning and parking, and it's kind of in the way. So he dug a footer, and we formed it up, and then he's gonna pour concrete there for the base of the stairs. So that's on our agenda to get that moved also. So, and then I hope in the next couple of weeks, plan on posting the no hunting, trapping, discharge of firearms, or archery equipment signs on the Conservancy District property, which is basically below the dam of the wooded area down there. Scott's also the guy that takes care of all the signs, and they're coordinating with that and getting it done. So I'll ask him because he got all the contacts to get that done.
Are there any other areas in the community besides over by the dam that we think are of concern that may need those signs as well?
Well,
Or are we just specifically targeting here?
I was wondering if the POA had signs out on their wooded lots, common areas.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they did or not.
I don't know.
If you got,
Just a question. I mean,
yeah. Most of ours is down along that creek that goes up all the way to the campground,
Yeah.
and that farm field and up over that area.
okay.
Now, with the POA's rule, I guess, Dwayne reported last month about no archery shooting also. I've seen people shoot archery in their backyard before for practice, before they go hunting. Are you just
That's a
saying
big-
it's okay on their property, but
No, that's a POA
That's a
issue.
POA issue.
It's a big issue right now.
That's been a really hot subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the POA meetings for last 6 or 7 months. People that have done archery shooting in their backyard, people that have actually hunted on the vacant lots
next to it?
and I think if not the last meeting, but the meeting before, that they actually put some kind of a regulation in the POA, if I understood it right, that they were stopping the archery shooting on your own private property because the lots are so small and, your lot backs up to somebody else's lot. You're shooting at a target in your backyard. You're shooting into somebody else's backyard if you don't hit the target.
Yeah.
So it's really been a hot discussion at the POA board meetings the last few months, and there's been a good number of people there that were really had done this for years, targeting their own backyard and deer hunted on the property out here, and were really verbal about being restricted. So when some of those meetings were going on, then I just talked to Ken after one of the meetings over back, I don't know, 5 months ago, something like that. And I told him whenever they decided exactly what their regulations were, just to put Clear Creek Conservancy on it too, we would abide by the same regulations that they were, just because our properties adjoin. So we didn't want to have two different regulations for the property, so their people understood that it was the same on Conservancy property as it was on POA property.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of any other conservative district land around here that would warrant a sign, but if we come up with something, we can definitely do it.
Okay.
Yeah. We also, we own an 8-acre field across that creek too,
Okay.
and all that creek that goes around, and that's a nice wooded area.
Yeah.
Like that, where Matt meets up to the farmer draw ball.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of land down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you think about it, we have a lot of border to private property.
Mhm.
When you follow up the creek.
Yeah,
and
so
forth.
what you mentioned before, them coming over the line and maybe hunting on us, and maybe they know, maybe they don't know, if they cross the line, if
Yeah.
somebody's hunting on somebody's property, have permission, they don't know exactly where it starts and stops.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then, I thought we had to be extremely careful because we encourage people to use the property for their dogs and to walk on and so forth. So we didn't want to stop that, but we wanted to also have some coverage against somebody that was trespassing to hunt and not
Yeah.
just.
And we're basically wanting to stay on this side of the creek. I said, we got a sign where you cross to go into the field, that's, I think, so don't
Yeah.
go over
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Because when we land apply sludge down there, that's part of the rules that doesn't supposed to be public access where they can walk through a field where you put sludge down.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't done it for several years, just because we don't have a tank to haul short loads like that. When we used to haul with a tank, it was a lot closer here and we could go there. Oh, then we go to the one farther away. Well, now we haul to the bigger field that's farther away because they drag line. It's a different process.
Yeah.
If we ever had a tank again, we would go down over the hill. We could
Yeah.
do some of it ourselves and get it done earlier.
Yeah.
We've looked at that, just haven't come up with an idea yet. And several years, 3 years ago, when we did the in the round, where you saw the videos on the in the round sludge, I called him yesterday to see what my options were in case we got in a bind this fall, if I can rent that off of him just to haul a few loads. But he said he doesn't rent them anymore. He still sells them, but he doesn't rent them. So that option's off the table if I get in a bind. And I do have another, I got a quote from Carl Brothers in Crawfordsville area that haul liquid sludge. And they dump it in lagoons on their own farm, but mix it with other towns. And then they knife it into their own farm field properties. So his quote was 17 cents a gallon to haul, which is what he charges for, he hauls sludge for Salem. Van Bever, there's a lot smaller towns, not near as many gallons to go, and that's a more efficient way to handle it there. But if we got in a bind where I got to get rid of, 24,000 gallons, so I got room, then I might do that in a pinch. But
Yeah.
I don't, right now it's looking pretty good where I don't think we'll have to do that. It's so dry and the farmers get their crops out and they can get to us in time. We won't run out of storage.
But
We got 3 tanks full right now. I got 1 more to go, which is 100,000 gallons.
Bakers in Greencastle, they don't do any of that.
They haul, they don't land apply or knife in. They don't do that.
I knew they had the trucks that haul, and I didn't know sure what they,
No. Well, these are semis. Semi can haul 6,000 gallons. Those big pump trucks haul like 4,700 gallons. So that's the best that I hear way of doing it. And then, the other option would be to buy it in the round and set it up to where you could actually process it and just haul off the dried sludge that we talked about before, if we have to go that route. But right now, the liquid's the cheapest as long as you can go that way. It's 7 cents a gallon to do the liquid, and I haul it there with Baker's feed too. This spring was 7 cents a gallon versus 17 cents of just liquid haul. That far, or you haul to Indianapolis or somewhere, these things price right because of the distance of hauling bill.
yeah.
So, all right, that's all I got.
All right.
How much roughly was that in the round system? I mean, you
It
remember?
was $100,000.
Okay.
And then we'd have to build a
Yeah.
whole barn over. We talked about putting it out here out front with that cement structure.
Right.
Up on top.
Yeah.
Because a roll-off dumpster could go over under one end easily, and then you can move it easy and fill it, and then you just have to have somebody haul it off.
Right.
And James uses the south side landfill, gives him his best price. Or he's in
Yeah.
Clayton.
Right.
So I don't know what Danville would be and actually Carl Brothers, they take dried sludge too. So they might have a price also if we went that route. The advantage of that is you can do it any month of the year.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait till the farm field's clear.
Yeah.
You can you can process sludge, have it dried and have everything hauled off. So I'm just bringing it up again
Yeah.
for your memory. We talked about, how much, you probably weren't here when we talked about that, but both of you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it was set, and then Michael had his video on how it all worked.
Oh,
and
yeah. You got
filling it up, and it's on the website. I think I watched that again when I watched the minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, Christine.
There you
watch
go.
that video.
I
Popcorn.
got something to do now. Yep, that's right. This weekend's right around the corner.
Yeah,
Know what I'm doing.
You put good music with it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It had music.
Yeah. Old Blackwater.
Yeah. That's right.
I bet he had a blast.
He did. He loves that stuff. He's still in there, Michael. He did a great job.
Okay.
And I just want to say for the recording and the record that we will be lowering the lake 4 feet, starting probably the 2nd or 3rd of November.
4 feet in addition to the level it's gonna be when we start.
4 feet from
Cool.
normal level.
From normal.
How far down are we from that now?
Pardon?
How close are we to that now?
I think we're down about 6 inches.
Yeah, I would say a good 6 inches, but, yeah.
Okay.
So what is that Monday?
The 31st,
It'll be the
the
third.
31st is on a Friday, so Monday would be a third.
Okay.
11:30.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll go 4 feet.
And I think the POA is gonna be saying that it will start lowering it on the 31st. But if we wait that one weekend, then people can say, well, you know, you started early because somebody made the comment, I think at the last POA meeting, that somebody at the POA office had got a call, somebody complaining, you guys are already starting to lower the lake? Well, it's not, it's just evaporation.
Nature,
Yeah,
yep,
right.
Usage, you know.
no rain,
Drought.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I-
wait 3 more days is what, if it was full, we'd be back down to where we probably was in 3 days anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I heard, I don't know if they mentioned it to you, but I had heard that they also might want us to do it next year as well, like 2 years in a row.
Me too.
I don't know, Benny called me back, probably a month ago. And asked what, and of course, he's still learning, but asked what he had to do to get us to lower the lake 4 feet. And I said, there's no formal form or anything. You just ask us and we do it. Like we've always, anytime the POA has asked us to lower the lake, we just lower it. I mean, it doesn't really affect us in any way, to have it lower.
Do we have any upcoming in the next couple years, maintenance on the dam that would require us to lower it? In
No.
2 more years, 3 more years?
The ceiling of the spillway,
We did that recently.
is the only,
4 years, I think.
the only maintenance that we have on the spillway is unless, you know, something develops unexpected. So like I say, every 4 years, we have to seal the spillway and, you know, I think the last time we sealed it, it was like this, there was a mini drought. And it wasn't, we could go in and do it anyway, because there was no water going over the spillway.
We are due for a dam inspection in 2026.
Yeah,
So we're planning to reach out to engineers next month to try and get something on the boat and scheduled. So maybe after the inspection, we'll have a better,
Yeah.
if there's anything that'll need done.
The reason I'm asking the question is if POA wants us to lower it this year and next year, then is our next maintenance opportunity going to be the year after that? So then we would be looking at 3 consecutive years. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something that we need to consider
yeah,
as we go forward.
and like I say, when Benny contacted me about lowering it this time, my conversation with him, he's never said anything to me about lowering it 2 years in a row, but that
There
doesn't.
was a discussion in a board meeting a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah.
That must have been a board meeting. Well, I missed a couple more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, and I think their thought was that it helps with the retreatment and just, you
It
know,
helps that and the muscle.
Yeah.
and the
Yep,
muscles, right?
yep,
Those are-
yep.
Yeah, so they thought,
Snails
well,
and stuff.
Yeah.
if they do 2 and they see improvement 2 years in a row,
Yeah.
they go, well,
Yeah.
it's not just coincidence.
I think the discussion even went towards the path, well, what if we do it every year? I mean,
Right.
it's brainstorming right now. It's not a
It's not a
firm
request.
decision that's been reached yet,
And,
but.
and, you know, I think, you know, what should enter into those discussions is the fact that, you know, since I've been on this board, we've been extremely lucky that every time we've lowered it, we got a lot of rain in the spring and couple of times big snows that melted. And by usage time the next spring, the lake was full.
Doesn't take long.
Well, if you start lowering the lake every year,
We're gonna get burned 1 year.
you're gonna
Yeah.
get caught 1 year,
Yep.
with the lake down when people are wanting to get their boats on it.
Sure.
So, I mean, but that's not our call. You know, we've cooperated with the POA.
Yep.
100%. Anytime they've asked to lower it, we lower it. Like I said, the only problem with that is, and I explained that to Benny, is, you know, if there's any complaints about the lake being lowered, we get the complaints, not them, you know.
But we both get them.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we probably both get them. Yeah, everybody gets them.
Yeah.
On the construction thing, several years ago, we had the gate replaced. It was a big old iron thing, and we changed it with a cold plastics gate. So when you open that gate, it drops 10 feet. So we had it 10 feet low and repaired all that. And then when they did the concrete spillway, that front wall, they looked at all that and everything. So we had it 10 feet low then too. But just to reseal it, you would need like 6 inches low to reseal it. So I think it's in such good shape. I can't see anything major where we need to lower 10 feet.
Sure.
That's all I wanted to let you know.
Yeah, I think the leakage through or getting through that front wall, I mean, because it used to just be down normally, and it's like, we're just getting evaporation, because it doesn't go down much. I mean, so we're not, and I don't see any wetness on the.
Well, the original operation over there was that you had a gate that you raised up from the bottom when you cranked it up. So you had no control. I mean, you could let the lake down 4 feet and then close the gate. But if you got a big rain, the lake came back up. And when we installed the log system, then you can open the gate 10 feet and your logs, you can drop it 4 feet and hold it 4 feet because it'll run over the logs. So before, really, once you opened it and lowered it to a certain level, then you had to close the gate or it was going to lower it down to 10 feet.
Yeah.
So you had no control over once you opened the gate, if you left it open, it went down 10 feet. That was it.
Yeah. So these logs are behind the gate. Just reiterating for you.
Sure.
And so we can open that gate. It's a 3 foot by 3 foot, and you just open it all the way up, and it comes in a chamber. Then it goes over the logs to how high they are.
Yeah.
Water, it levels out.
Yeah.
That's what Dwayne's trying to explain. So we get rain, it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna come back down slowly where the log is.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
aluminum.
Yeah, if you get some big rains with this system, the lake may raise a couple of inches, but it's going to drop that 2 inches right back down.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Okay, open forum. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Do you want to allow time for questions on the hearing? I mean, there's no one here, but
Pardon?
the budget hearing, today's the date that we have to do
Okay.
that budget hearing.
No.
Withdraw motion to adjourn.
I never have to.
Stop it.
This budget, Dwayne, reflects the changes that you all made in August.
Yeah.
And so now the total expenditures is $1,357,744.
Did the sludge go up?
Sludge. 2,000 to 2,500. Oh, that's the analysis. Sludge hauling, 35 to 60,000.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions or comments? Motion to approve.
Second. Oh, motion to approve, 2026.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And then at the October meeting, we're gonna have the adoption.
Okay,
Thank you.
now,
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right.
Signatures, please.